Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are at the final, we are at the last one. This is the culmination of weeks of work. It's taken us a little while to get here, I must admit. 19 cars down, the 20th car in the grind. This is the one, you're just going to see it now. This is the Nissan GTR. It's not, it's the TS020. Can't remember, top of my head. What is it? It's the TS020 GT1. Forgive me. Absolute nonce. Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. We've actually made it. We've made it to the last race. 19 down, 1 to go. This is the Nissan TS020, the GT1, the absolute pinnacle of motorsport. The one car I was really looking forward to in the game. And it's now arrived. We're taking it to Le Mans. This is the final of the grand race. We are very close. We are 48 hours away from the Make-A-Wish 24 hours Widdowmaker, who everybody's so looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to getting it done. I've just had an evening of just getting set up, and I know it's 2 days away. And let's get on with this. Let's get it done. The car itself, let's have a look at the settings. It's a 700 pp. I've really struggled to find cars that are going to get into the 700 pp bracket. This is 734 brake horsepower, and the car just weighs 1,046 kilos, so it's 350 horsepower per ton. It is a great car for what it is. Hard racing tyres, everything default on the customizable suspension. The fully customizable rear diff is set as always to the 555. It's a grind, we want to make it easy. The rear aero is set to 900, the front aero is set to 547. That's going to hamper us, that's going to slow us down on the straight. The ECU fully customizable at 70. That's just going to take the power out. You can see the torque curve there. We're going to change gear around about 7,000 RPM. Ideally we'd change it halfway, but I just don't think it'll have the acceleration. Ballast 146 kilos. I wonder if we could take some of that aero off if we added the weight. It's probably not worth it. 146 kilo at 34 to the front, 70% on the PP restrictor. Manual racing gearbox at 320. It's just a brake controller to add, nothing else, folks. It's got a turbo and it's the normal one. We'll just have to see how it goes. Let's go to the race. So this will be a custom race. This is done at the bottom here. You can see the car we've chosen. Dive into the custom race. It's the full course. We're going to load settings. I've already got it pre-saved. Every time I've done a race, I've brought the car in. Settings are endurance race, 30-minute race, because it's the 30 minutes. 20 start positions. We're starting in 20th place, and it's a rolling start. We've got bop off. We want to be using the setups that I used and made for the cars. Slipstream is real, mechanical damage is light, 8 times tyre wear, 6 times fuel, 7 litres per second on refueling, real grip off track. Custom weather, we've set it up like we experience it in the race. So it's sunny at the start, 2 periods of rain, then sunny at the end. Select from garage rivals, and here they are. You can see them all in a line, and at the end we're there with the TS020, the GT199. We're happy with that. I'd run through the grid and show you who's there, but we'll see him on the racetrack. We're going to overtake them all. And penalties are as professional race difficulty, strong shortcut penalty, wall collision penalty is going to be there on strong, correct car after wall collision off, car collision penalty on, pit lane cutting penalty off, and flag rules on. Let's get there. And here we are. It's the 30 minutes of Le Mans. Settings for the race: assist, traction control 1, weak ABS, counter steer assistance on strong. We are grinding still. Controller settings, we're on a Fanatec GT Extreme, that I must admit has been absolutely fine since the last update. I wonder if it's come true that the update required was needed to be by PlayStation, by Sony, by Primarliy Digital to get this gear, to get this wheel to work correctly, and I haven't had a failure in a week. Force feedback max torque 5, force feedback sensitivity 10. Are we ready? This is the last one, folks. This will finish it off. Let's see how we go. There we go then, folks. This is technically a GT2 car in the game, but it is a GT car. It fits in the classic race cars, doesn't it? So we're struggling for power here. 3.8 laps on the fuel. We need it to go 8 laps, so it would be ideal if this can do 4 laps on a tank of juice. 4.6 it says. We're going to have to make this thing go. It needs to move as we go round the Nismo, the front wheel drive LM car. We come up behind the 917. We've left the 917 Living Legend behind. We go to the inside of the FAP. We're just crossing that white line. We've got to get into the slipstream here and got to get going. We're actually quite fast at 154.5. We're accelerating. We've still got another gear to go. The 917 is coming back at us though. Look at it go. We've got to grab onto his tail. We've got to find our braking marker. Our braking marker is just down here. Ooh, we might get penalties there, both for the strike on the 917 and for crossing that line. We'll have to see. We're in 13th place behind Mr. Lorilla. The 917 is coming. We're not going to be able to. We're going to go to the right. We're going to let him go. We're going to dive out from behind him. Mr. Tanaka is going to drag us down the straight. Get ahead of that long-tailed McLaren BMW. The brake at the end. 4.4 laps of fuel. Oh look, the CLKLM. He's just there. So all the classics are. Mr. Dumbreck flipped the car just down here. Hopefully we won't see that happen today. Well, whilst I just settle into this race and we get things on the move, it's just fair we talk about where we are and what we're doing. For those people that don't know, I've already told you why we're here and what we're doing and what it is all about. But in 2 days' time we're going to the race. I've done this video 5 times now. I've had all sorts of technical issues along the way. A couple of times no sound, a couple of times the car's just not good enough. The members will get to see those videos. I'll post them for them. The reality is they're quite humorous when they get to the end, but sometimes we have wins and we just can't post them for the general public. So they are for the members to watch, and they'll get those videos uploaded, and we'll go from there. Member content is very important, and I haven't done any for a little while, so we'll get them uploaded for them, and they can get to see them. We don't earn anything from member content. We've earned from the members, so it's good to have. So we're in 13th place. We are 4 laps of fuel, so hopefully, yeah, I think we'll get round for 4. We're on racing hard tyres. We're just going to see if we can hurry past this LM. Get into these corners. No lift. Is he going to lift? He's not going to back out of it. He's not. He's just going to make us run wide. Will we get a penalty for that? We get another tap off Mr. Martin. We do. We get a 1 second penalty. So we're going to have to scrub that. It's a scrub penalty. As we go charging down the grid, we can see the 917 go to the pits. He's burnt a whole lap of fuel. Mr. Martini is just about to block us out of the corner. Whoa. So who's doing what? We're 8 seconds off the lead. Mr. Lambert out front. Mr. Copeland. Mr. Copeland, I believe, is the Aston Martin, the Pro Drive prepared car in Gulf livery colours. Absolutely stunning beast. This Nissan GTR 500 is just going to move out the way for us as we get past him. There we go. In front of us is the C4 GR3. Beautiful car, the Alpha. Here we go, we get to hoon down the straight. Now we're chasing those boys up front. We need to pit stop around. I'd say we're going to be pitting at the end of lap 4. These cars are just giving us a little bit of a rundown here. We're very similar speed. We're used to racing a field of GT cars, GR4 cars. We've got to just try and outpace them. We won't do them just by chasing them down the straight. We've got to brake a little bit late and get into the corner. We're up to 9th place. Doing okay. I think this is certainly going somewhere. Who's that ahead that's looking quite ominous? Mr. Copeland is now in the lead. He has taken up the lead from Mr. Lambert. Mr. Saito there. He is just pushing. He's in the other GTR McLaren, the short tail version, I believe. As we come hounding down. Braking late. We actually scrubbed off some penalty there. We must have braked a little bit early for that to scrub off. It's looking a little bit grey. We're going to need to put the old rain radar on. No rain ahead though, but it's definitely clouding down. Southwest corner. 9th place, 7.6 seconds off the lead. Mr. Lambert has taken the lead back as we almost run it off the track. He's taken it back from Mr. Copeland. I wonder what car Mr. Lambert's driving. We scrubbed a tiny bit of penalty there. There we go. Just concentrating a little bit hard, thinking about what's going on. So as I said, my wheels had no issues, and I believe the last Gran Turismo update might have fixed the problems. They might have actually got it right in game. Because I haven't had an update from Fanatec since the little hotfix. So it still failed after the hotfix. So we're kind of hoping that this is good. Back with the leaders then. 0.172 down on the penalty, but fastest lap of the race of 4:09 is ours. Opening lap of 4:10.401. It's got to be close at the front there. We can't be that slow. We can't be that much faster than these guys. These guys are moving. They are pretty quick by the looks of it to me. 0.065 of a second just hanging on there. Every time we brake early we're going to scrub a bit of penalty, aren't we? So Mr. Lambert looks like he is in the Alpha 155. We're under the back wing of the BMW M6. We're just going to drive around him. Well, he says drive around him. We're going to drag him down the straight. Let's see. There he is, 101. We've just got the legs on him. Look, rain coming in from the left-hand side. Oh, that's going to be a shocker. We don't really want rain. Brake on the 100. There's brake dust in front. We're braking too long. We're going to get penalties for this. Oh, that's not good. We dived in deep there. The M6 is coming past. I'm just going to hold my line. I'm not going to defend. I don't think that's appropriate this time. But Lost a little bit. We're down to 6.2. 6.2 down on the leader. Mr. Ericsson just gets his nose in front. I've got the inside line though, so we've done it right. And he backed out. We managed to gain. Mr. Van Beek in 6th place, followed by Mr. Wood in 5th. They're having a bit of a battle as the rain starts to come in from what will be... Ooh, that's going to be from behind us to the north. It's going to come sweeping down. And there's the end of the rain, so it's not going to last long. Don't know how much rain we're going to get. Going to break early here. I've got the draft. These two guys have got their own little battle going on. We'll see if we can pick... Oh dear! There was a right incident there. The Alpha 155, Mr. Lambert there having an issue after the corner. The two cars in front of me not able to get out of the way. We were lucky to avoid that. So we're still 7 seconds behind Mr. Copeland. The rain is on its way, but it doesn't look like we're going to get a massive amount. So I'm just going to check where we are on fuel. We're going to have 1 lap left after this. So we're going to get to the end of lap 4. We're going to have to fill up all the way. It's definitely raining, but there's nothing falling on the track. Let's have a little look. We're going much quicker. The old that was a Mustang that was going slow, wasn't it? It's a terribly engrossing inside camera view of this. Look at that. That's really nice. But I was just checking to see if the windscreen wipers were working, and it's not raining. I appreciate we're on 1.9 laps of fuel, but as it is, I think we genuinely need to do just 1 lap, and then we're going to short fill, aren't we? We're going to fill right to the top and just race to the end again. So we're only going to take 4 laps of fuel just to make sure that we can get the laps in. And is that us going to the lead? It is. So we're into the lead of the race. This car looks and feels like it's got the power and capability to do it. It goes fast enough, and it's got decent fuel economy, and it's racing all these cars rather than the normal GR4 field. It's a much more competitive field, but pegged back to 700 pp. We aren't seeing those LMP1 cars anywhere, are we? Fastest lap of the race is still ours. We put in a 4:09, so we've just gone wide. 7:71. We had to lift off there. We're going to get penalised for that. Yeah, we are second, which we can lift off. We've got a 25-second lead, so we can scrub that. Oh, I didn't ignore the limits, just kind of ran off. So we got some big things coming up to do. Let's just run through the event venue, if you don't mind, the agenda. So Saturday we've got racers arriving at my house from kind of 1 o'clock. That's 2 hours before race start. I don't think it will take them that long to get set up downstairs with the rig, so they've got an hour or so to get it set up before the stream will start about 1:30. I'll start that upstairs, then we'll have a little bit of, you'll have some ambient start, I'll do an intro, then we'll just have a general watch until about 1:45. As I get things sorted and settle down and get things sorted with the teams, make sure everybody's comfortable, make sure everybody knows what's going on. We've got things like sleep space to allocate, and the guys will be good for that. They'll know what's going on. They'll know how much sleep they're going to get and how much sleep they want and where they can get their head down. So with that, around about 2 o'clock we got the driver briefing. That driver briefing is going to contain a really, really interesting welcome, and I urge everybody to come and watch that at 2 o'clock. That would be the right thing to do to make sure the guys are assembled and at least are able to watch the video from somewhere, to watch the live stream. And then around about 10 past the hour, I'm going to announce a special quarter of an hour before the race. From 2:30 to 2:45, we will have a little bonus event going on, all to do with fundraising. So I think the best way to describe it is, if somebody wants to donate $100, Big Papa's been given $100 to match that donation. So the highest donation up to $100 or $100 donation gets $100 extra added, and that person that makes the $100 donation will receive 20 additional raffle tickets to be put into the draw. That'll keep me busy. Other than that, it will be the highest bid, the highest donation in that 15 minutes will get their bid doubled. We will match that bid. I say we. Big Papa's got that organised. He got some funds from somebody who said, "Can you give my gift away and double theirs?" So that's what's going to happen. I need to go to the pits, don't I? Yes, I do. We're going to go pitting. We're 18 seconds in the lead over Mr. Martin. So there could be a lead loss for here. We've managed to scrub some of that penalty. Let's dive into the pits. We've done really well there. And we're in. Don't change on the tyres. And we're going to take the fuel. So while that's happening, we're going to do the driver like parade grid walk type thing. They're going to be running laps, they're going to be practicing. The lead drivers have been putting some laps in. The guys might be doing practice pit stops, driver changes, etc. Whatever they want to do, they can do. I'll be doing some commentary using the second PlayStation. And then at 10:02 we're going to do the national anthem. I'll have the I don't know if we took enough fuel. We might have done so. We've gone down. Mr. Marchese has taken the lead, and Mr. Wood comes through. Mr. Copeland has actually taken up the mantle there. He is actually in first place in the Aston. Then Mr. Marchese in the FAP 908, and Mr. Wood in the 911 RSR in the Widdowmaker livery. And then Mr. Sato in 5th. We're catching the FAP, so let's see. We're 13 seconds behind Mr. Copeland. We have to try and get that down. I think Mr. Copeland has got one more pit stop. We're going to try and go to the end. There's 11 minutes 45 of the race remaining. We need to break on point, no later. That was later. That's not good. We've just ran through and gained some more penalties. That's terrible. Blink, 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 blink. Overrunning the line. Come on. Are we lucky? Looks like we're lucky. 11.8 seconds down. We've got to chase Mr. Copeland. We know this is a great car. This car run the 950 PP race. There he is. We just saw him turn into which? My brain's gone. That's the Michelin chicane, isn't it? This one. This one is Michelin. Michelin, he says. Don't know. Yes, it is. It should be in my head. What were we talking about before I realised that? Yes. We'll do the race. We'll do national anthems at 10 to the hour, 10 to 3. Then, of course, we're going to have it on the big screen. I'm going to see if I can just sneak a little image into the top left-hand corner of the screen. We'll match the weather for the 24 hours for the first section. If it's raining in France, it's going to be raining in here for the first 2 hours 40 minutes, and then it will go random. We've got 9 sections of weather in 24 hours. If it's raining, it's going to be an incredibly difficult start to the race. It's brightening up here. We're 8.8 seconds in second place. We're 9 seconds ahead of Mr. Marchese. We've got to chase that Aston down. He is absolutely hooning away in front of us. We're just seeing the tail end of him as he exits corners in front of us. You're just seeing him go. There he is. Got him down to 6 seconds. There he goes. Into Porsche curves, just going to knock it out of 5th, get it into the corner, drive it round. There he is in front of us. I don't know when he's going to pit next, so I believe we've done our 1 pit stop. We've got 9 minutes, so we're gonna get 3 more laps in. We're going to get 3 more laps in. He's going for another lap. We've scrubbed all our penalties away. Yeah, and then as we come round to start lap number 6, I can tell you what happens after race start. As the race goes to green, I will begin with the commentary. We will have 24 hours of racing. We will race for 24 hours. I will, as a 2-man team with Sam, take my turn to drive after every so often. We've made a very loose plan as to what our strategy will be. Mr. Marchese went to the pits. Mr. Wood has kept up with Mr. Marchese. That's amazing. We will change drivers as we need to. Sam kind of indicated he wants to sleep, but he's not actually that fussed. He's more keen on being a team player, and not saying that by choosing to sleep, but he wants to do his part and he doesn't want to put me under pressure, so that's really, really good of him. We have the opportunity to, well, let's say, really make an impression on this field. I've managed to pick my driving talents up off the floor a little bit and get the car moving. Mr. Copeland, there he's very quick, but we're just that little bit quicker into the corner. Look at him go. So every 2 hours we're going to do a raffle draw, or so, every 2 hours or so. It all depends on when I'm pitting. But with every raffle draw there comes a little bit of a message from Make-A-Wish. So I've been supplied with some videos, and I've watched them all, and I honestly have to say, I know I have to play these videos. Each one contains that little bit of information that's going to make it so valuable to people who either don't know what Make-A-Wish does or don't know the impact of what Make-A-Wish does. And I want to share that, because that's what we're here doing and we're raising money for. We've got almost $1,000 and we haven't even started the event. And I'm so touched by that, and I'm also touched by the fact that people are actually wanting us to do it, and it's tremendous. And I know if there's one thing I'm going to do this again, or a very similar type thing, because I'm really, really, really glad I've chosen to do this in support of Big Papa. It's made me realise that this is something I'm good at, and it's something I want to do. I'm a bit of an organiser anyway, but whether I'm good at it or not, it's not the point. I feel compelled that I have to do something like this. It makes my world tick. It really does. I'm really happy with it. So I've got those videos to do every time we're going to make a draw. We've got plenty of prizes, folks. If we don't get through all the prizes in the day, they'll be drawn after the event and you'll be notified. There'll be a list goes up. I'll do a video. I'm going to do a massive thank you video. I know I am. And that video will say thank you to everybody for taking part, whatever. And it will contain a list of all the prize winners. You know, and all you have to do is contact us and claim your prize. We don't have any of your details. For example, you've given them all to Make-A-Wish, but GDPR won't allow us to have that information. So the way it's going to go is we're going to have to list that information. You're going to have to get in touch with us, and if you don't get in touch with us, there's not a lot I can do about it. But the prizes are there for you to have, and I'll cover the postage, etc. I'm not fussed about that. I'll let the channel carry the costs rather than put it on anybody else. It can't post a lot. It can't cost a lot to post 30 items, can it? Yes, it can. So Mr. Copeland went to the pits. That means we're 17 seconds ahead of Mr. F. Wood. We've got 4 minutes 34 to get round as we go to the gravel. That's not designed for what we want to do. We've got the fuel. That last lap, oh, we're going to get round easy. If we are, we could actually, we don't need to do the 8th lap. It looks like we're going to be the only car on the 8th lap, so we might just have to chill out and win it in 7. A 4:15. Mr. Marchese has put in the fastest lap of the race, a 4:05.106. We're on the same set of tyres here, and they are not worn at all. This car is tremendous. That'll be a penalty, will it? 24 seconds in the lead. Penalties. Oh my lord. We don't need to... Mr. Copeland, let's see if he's going to make anything up on us. 23.63. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's just making the turn onto Mulsanne. So... if we think we want to, we can try and claim that that 4:05. I've got to knock 4 seconds off my fastest lap. We'll have 1.2 laps of fuel when we get round there or so. The question is, I think we should do it. I think we should see if we can claim that fastest lap from Marchese. I think we need to worry about the penalty, but we'll scrub 6/10 of that off in a very short minute. Marchese's actually coming. Copeland isn't chasing. 2 minutes 15 to get back there. It could be close, you know. I could have been being a bit casual at the start of this lap. Down to less than half a second on the penalty. We're down on our time, a 4:09. 15 seconds in the lead, so Copeland is coming back. I don't think they're going to get to this finish line. I think we're going to be doing the final lap all on our own. In all fairness, 1 minute 40. It's going to be a minute from the penalty line, roughly, back to the start line, so... We're easy going to make it, and we've got to see if we can challenge that lap time. Penalty down at 0.305. We're a second quicker, so that means it'll be a 4:08 something. We've got to find. We've got to find 3 seconds to try and win that. There's a 4:07. We've only got to find 2 seconds. I reckon we can do this. We were 9 or 10 seconds inside the time. We're going to be the only car. We're going to be the only car attempting this lap. Everybody else is stopped. We're not going to lap anybody. There's nobody to lap, I don't think. That was an interesting tail slide as we got the back end out. Let's see if we go purple through there. I don't think we will. We are 1.07. Oh, look, Mr. Martin's put in a 356. As he finishes the race, he does in 3rd place. How has he put that in? That's blown it out the water. He's forced us to do this extra 8th lap. Well, that's a shocker. Well, we'll have to step it up. If we were 1.7, oh, we'd have to like absolute lightning. We haven't got a chance in hell. I've gone quiet on you, haven't I? I apologise. I'm just trying to hustle this thing. We've still got penalties we need to get rid of. We'll probably scrub them here, to be honest. What I've discovered is this car likes to over-rev. I don't know how or whether, well, I hope we will improve on our fastest lap at this point. Mr. Copeland made it through. He's chasing us down. He's only 2 seconds back. I'm glad I'm really pushing because he's catching. There he is in the background there. That's the Aston Martin. He's coming 2 seconds back, he is. I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I certainly didn't. I didn't know he'd got through the finish line. There was me. I was going to sit and wait for the thing to happen, and he's raced on through. Are we at the point where we're just far enough away? Keeping it in 4th. I think we're just far enough ahead. 2 seconds. No penalties this time. Oh, we're never going to get that fastest lap though, are we? He's 3.9 seconds back. We're just doing enough to keep ahead. 4.8 seconds. We were fastest through that section. And there it is, folks. That's finished it. What an absolute stunning beast of a car. With 700 people, you can see how close Mr. Copeland was there in the Aston. There he is, just coming through the line. What a stunning race. There was me not really trying to get to that 8th lap, and then all of a sudden we're having to because he's getting closer, and I didn't see him catching. There it is, folks. 33 minutes and 52 seconds. Mr. Copeland just 6 seconds behind when it came to it. Everybody else a lap down. Mr. Martin absolutely flying at the end there on lap 7, puts in a 3:51.560. Mr. Lambert last there in the 1:55. Seeming to have technical troubles on lap 2. However, all things said and done, almost at 43 million. And folks, there she is. the winner of the group race to end the Le Mans grind, but to start the Le Mans weekend. I do thank everybody for every contribution. I'm so happy with where we are at the point we're at. And I do hope you're going to enjoy the weekend. Please do stop by, come and see us. And with that, folks, one last time from Le Mans, thank you very much. All the best, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Somewhere here, there's a end button. Can't get my mouse to go to where it needs to. Probably because I need to turn this monitor on as we watch the replay. There we go. There we go.